Hello. Somebody asked me the other day, what kind of budget they need to, buy some comic books that are graded and what grade to buy. And I decided to, you know, uh, make this video so people can see like different grades and prices. Um, Again, I told him there's not really a set budget. Um, it really depends you know what grade you want and what kind of book you want. This is a very popular book. Is Amazing Spider-Man 129. It's the first appearance of the Punisher, and this is a 7.0. And and this is a good example. Both books look very nice. Um, I mean, he couldn't really tell the difference between the 7.0 and the 9.0. And again, that's more to the grade than just the cover. But again, to most people, you know, they really can tell the difference between a 7 and 8 or 8 or 9. At least the people I showed some books to. But yeah, the price, there's a huge difference in price. The 7.0 could be like $1,000, and the 9.0 could be twice as much or three times as much. And and they asked me, oh, the grade is not twice the grade. Well, it does not matter. The market is the market. Sometimes there's fewer copies of the 9.0, you know, and people may pay more for the 9.0s because of that as well. Um, Here's another book. It's a very nice book. It's what they call a key issue, which is like a major appearance or it's an important book in the series. Uh, this is the first appearance of the Prowler, and this is a 9.8. It's a very nice book. And I try to shoot all my videos in 4K, so for people that want to actually take a closer look at the books, they can see in more detail everything. Uh, Again, I showed these two books to a few people, and they can only tell the difference between 9.2 and the 9.8. Yet, you know, the 9.2 could be $500, and 9.8 could be $3,000, $4,000. And that just goes to show, I mean, you don't need to have a huge budget to have a nice collection. And I never really tell people what to buy or not to buy. Some people have their reasons to buy a 9.8, some people have their reasons to buy a 9.2, and some people that's all they can afford. So, in my opinion, I'd rather have a book, even if it's a lower grade, than not have the book. This is another very popular book. You can see Secret Wars number 8. This is actually a 9.9. It's a very nice book. You know. And again, it's a very nice book when you compare to even a 9.4, which is the one I actually bought first. The 9.4 is very nice. And a lot of people can really tell the difference. Yet, the 9.4 could be $100, and 9.9 could be $2,000. I mean, it could be 20 times the price. And not all the books are the same. I mean, some, the difference in grade, the price could be huge. In some, it's not really that much. That's another thing to consider. I'll go ahead and show you some what they call lower grade copies. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 3. It's a nice book, but it can get very expensive. If you go like a 9.0, this one is a 4.0, which could be, let's say, again, prices change all the time, but just roughly, it could be, 1,800 bucks. Then you go a 9.0, it could be 12, 14,000. So there's a huge difference in price. Again, this is a 9.6, and you can see those are nice books. Very nice. I mean, you can tell when you start going lower than 5, when you compare to a 9, yes, you can tell the difference. Even somebody like me, I'm not a professional grader, and the average person, yeah, they will be able to tell the difference between a 4 or 5 to compared to a 9. But then, even the ones that you can't really tell much of a difference, there could be a huge difference in price. And again, different people have different opinions. I'll show you both together here, side by side. And again, there's more to grading just than the cover, looking at the cover. Actually, grading books is actually an extensive process, and they don't just look at the cover. But again, to the basic person, not a professional grader or collector, if all you want to do is have a small collection of books that you like, you don't have to spend a lot of money. Again, this is a very good example. Both books are very nice, and the one on the left, the 7.0, could be about like maybe $1,000. Again, depends who you buy, when you buy, and prices change all the time, but roughly maybe $1,000. The one on the right could easily be twice as much at least. And are you getting twice the book? I don't know. That's debatable. But the point here is, you don't have to spend a lot of money to have nice books. Again, this is another example. Like I said before, I'll go side by side. 9.2 and 9.8. 9.2, and roughly $500. The other one on the right, I don't know, it could be 3,000, 4,000. And they're both really nice books. And again, I like to collect the series, the keys, and not everyone can afford the 9.8 or every single book. So at some point, you're gonna have to make the decision. Say, hey, maybe the 9.2 is just as good, and I'll put it on my wall, I'll display, and I don't have to spend extra money. Now go back to Secret Wars here. And again, it also depends the book you're buying. Those are basically keys. So sometimes on the key books, you can see more difference in price. Or sometimes the older books, Gold Age or Silver Age books, within one grade to another. Again, this is what they call the, lower grade ones, the 4.0. Still a very nice book. So again, so this is just a quick look at different grades, so people can see what they kind of look like, and again, each person is going to have a different goal. Some people buy for investing, some people just want to collect. So that's something to think about. Again, I don't really tell people what to buy or not to buy, so you can decide for yourself. Okay, I'll put a couple other videos about like grading, storing books, displaying books, and so thanks again. Bye.